Today I'm going to run you by another back and deadlift day. This time I've been training with a lot of volume in my training recently, so I'm coming off a bodybuilding block. Before we get into training content, I just want to say thank you to everyone that's been using my code for Young LA Just Lee. It's been making a huge difference for me to keep up the content grind. If you did not know, my RPM on this channel is complete garbage because I post YouTube Shorts videos. So I'm thinking I'm either going to try to beef up this RPM on this channel, or I might just start another channel entirely for voiceovers and longer videos like this video. Regardless, I just want to say thank you to everyone that's been using my code. Also, I'm thinking about coming out with a program, so stay tuned for that. That'll be a long-term project. And that's pretty much everything I want to get out. Now, getting back to the training. So for those that don't know, I train at a commercial gym, and recently I bought myself a stiff power bar. Now you might be asking questions like, how do you keep that at the gym? Well, aren't you afraid of people using it for stupid shit like rack pulls and, I don't know, Olympic lifting and using your bar in general? Yes, I'm absolutely worried about that, and that's why I bought a Pro Lock from Rogue, which is essentially a boot for my bar so no one else could really use it unless they have the key to my lock. And the main reason that I bought this bar is because I decided that I'm going to compete in powerlifting this year pretty seriously, and I need a really good bar. I need a stiff bar, so the bar whip doesn't end me when I'm squatting like 4 plates and above, which was a problem in the past. Also for deadlifts, I get a little bit more out of a bendy bar, as the starting position is entirely different when you have a stiff bar and a stiffer setup in general. But yeah, if you missed that, I am competing multiple times this year. I'm going to be competing in August, but that's going to be a token meet because I'm going to Mexico a week out. And then I'm going to compete in November for provincials, and then I'm going to compete for nationals. The goal this year is to put something up big and try to win nationals. My goal numbers are going to be around a 635 squat, 405 to 415 bench, and a 780 deadlift. But that's 100% getting ahead of yourself. When you're trying to get strong for training, don't really focus on the outcome and results of training. Just focus on being the best version of yourself by taking it day by day, such as checking the ego at the door, training a little bit lighter, and accepting that, hey, I've been off training, like hardcore training, for a little bit, and it's natural to feel a loss in strength when you reduce your frequency and volume. So work capacity for the deadlift is not there yet, and obviously the intensities that I train with are a lot lighter, so it's normal that something that like 565 that used to feel like nothing now feels like pretty decently heavyweight, and my forearm feels kind of wonky, and my back can't really get tight, and my legs don't really feel tight. Nothing really wants to kind of click in. And so when that happens, you just gotta give it time. It's also my first session and not using straps for deadlifts in like the past month. So yeah, you can see that strength is really dependent on your training. So if you don't feel like you're strong now, don't say that, hey, I'm just not strong, I'm just not built for this. Strength is something that comes with time, something that comes with skill practice, and something that comes by just doing it consistently. The less you train for strength, the weaker you're gonna get. It's pretty simple. If you stop training for strength, you're gonna get weaker. So if you think you're weak, you're not inherently weak, you're just not training for strength. If you train for strength and get stronger, your base strength that you initially started with is gonna increase, and you're gonna have a super compensated state from the training. And so you're gonna be stronger if you're in a training block or training period. And as soon as you come off that training period, you're still gonna have a certain level of base strength that will be stronger than your previous weeks of training, assuming that you're doing things properly, eating well, and you're not like super old or something. But yeah, getting back to this workout, this back workout, it was really packed in the gym, and it's pretty typical when I show up at this time. So I had to make up a lot of movements on the go, and obviously it's not ideal for hypertrophy training, but it was fun because sometimes you get very fixated on a certain routine that you have in the gym. You might be like, oh, I always have to do lat pull downs first, I have to do dumbbell rows, and then I have to do machine rows and whatnot. And so I did something a little bit different, not because I wanted to be honest. I actually prefer to do that exact routine I just said, lat pull downs, dumbbell row, and then 2 machines and accessories. But for the sakes of time constraint and not waiting for shit, I decided to do lat pull downs straight into a machine row, which I don't know what time duration this is in the video, but you're gonna see some variation of a row. But yeah, in this machine row, you could see some veins on the shoulder. I guess the cut is somewhat working. Admittedly, I am doing this cut because I want to look leaner. I want to post on social media. I want to inspire people in strength training to train for aesthetics as well, because you don't have to be fat, unhealthy to have strength. Sure, you'll give up a little bit more recovery, spending energy doing more accessories and work capacity volume, but you're going to look a lot better and you're going to feel a lot healthier just moving, because doing high rep stuff like this, it's basically like cardio. Okay, that's a bit of a stretch. You probably should do cardio. I'm trying to do cardio on the side, but sometimes I just keep skipping it. But yeah, try new things out is what I'm saying. Don't try to just be the best, strongest human that you can be. Try to get as healthy as you can. Work towards your goals, obviously. Prioritize your goals. But if you can do a little bit, inch by inch, that will lead to results. That will lead to a healthier lifestyle. And yeah, looking pretty flat doing these concentration curls. And that's from waiting for machines and trying to decide on the fly what makes most sense to target all the muscles. But I look completely flat in the bicep area, and the pump has mostly faded. Now, although I stated that I'm never going to compete in bodybuilding, I just want to say that you could still have goals with your physique despite not having a bodybuilding career professionally or whatnot. You're not going to be an IFBB, but you could still look at your physique and still say, that could use a little bit more volume. And if you do the more volume or work capacity and your body doesn't respond, so be it. You gave it a good run. Some people have this problem with calves. I feel like I have this problem with my arms. They'll get 1 inch bigger with a pump. As soon as I stop training arms and I just kind of relax and chill, they're back to 16.5 inches. But objectively speaking, I would like to have a little bit bigger triceps so I can have a little bit more pressing power for the bench press. And I would think I would rather have a little bit more developed rear delts, because my lateral delt and front delt, anterior delt seem to dwarf my rear delt. And overall, my posterior chain, like my back and whatnot, seem to be neglected for the past couple of years, because I really want to bring up my chest, because I used to think my chest was like a super big lacking body part. So I'll probably introduce more back training for weak point training in the next couple of weeks/months. And because a strong ass back helps a deadlift to an extent, so it's a win-win. By the way, if you guys are enjoying this style of video, please drop a like, comment, and let me know what you'd want to see next, topic-wise and training-wise, and whether you think it's a good idea to start a second channel. I'm going to put a second YouTube channel in my feature channels on my main channel right now, so you could subscribe to it in case I do end up making that transition. Thank you for everyone using my support code. And lastly, I am looking for a supplement sponsorship, one with a code that offers a discount for my audience. I might be done with HTLT supplements, I cannot confirm at the moment, but I'm certainly not on any contract and I'm definitely exploring my options. I do have a couple of offers from other supplement companies, but I would like a Gorilla Mind sponsorship, mainly because it does have a support code that allows you to help me and myself to help you with a discount, and so it would be a little bit more reciprocal than what I currently have.